Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College welcomes all the 12th standard computer science students. Today, we are going to learn about topology from networking technology. Topology. The computers are interconnected together with the help of the transmission media so that the network is shared. The design in which the computers are connected is called as the topology. Topology, we can say it is the interconnection of different nodes, different connectivity devices together so that the network is shared. That is called as the topology. Topology refers to the way in which network of computer is connected. Topology defines the arrangement of nodes, cables, and connectivity devices that make up the network. Nodes, cables, and connectivity devices. Connectivity devices will be nothing but routers and modems so that they make up the network. Network containing many nodes are physically interconnected in a certain configuration to provide an efficient communication. This configuration of interconnecting the nodes in a network is known as networking topologies. So in simple words, the design of the network in which the computers are interconnected together, that is called as the topology. There are different types of topology. It differs from network to network. So the design, that is the topology. Whenever we are going to design the network, we must consider the following points. The first point will be the cost. Cost is very important. Second will be time delay during the communication. So if there is more time delay, the communication process will be slowed, due to which there will be a problem. So we should see to it there is a proper transmission of signals from one end to the other end. Reliability and possibilities of failures. Any failure is there any connection problem, everything should be properly checked. Networking controlling protocols, strategy is nothing but they are the protocols, so we should also follow the protocol. So the following points must be considered while selecting a network topology. First is the cost, second will be the time delay during communication, any failure, and lastly the rules, that are the protocols. There are two categories of topology. One is the physical category and one is the logical category. Physical topology. Physical topology just gives us an idea how a network looks like. Logical topology. Logical topology will be explaining the exact path a signal is traveled from one node to the another node in detail. That is called as the logical topology. Physical topology. Physical topology describes the actual layout of the network transmission media. It defines only how the network looks like. Logical topology. In logical topology describes the logical pathway a signal follows as it passes among the network nodes. This is the logical topology. So in simple words, if I'm showing you a computer and if I'm saying this is the computer, that is a physical topology. Logical topology means I'm explaining in detail. This is the computer. Here we have the input. This is the output and this is the main heart of the computer. Data from the input first goes to the CPU. Processing takes place. Then we get the output. This is how I'm explaining each and every step in detail. That comes under the concept of logical topology. There are many different types of topology. We have bus, star, ring, mesh, hybrid, point-to-point topology, tree topology. So let us discuss each and every topology. Bus topology. In bus topology, firstly we have a backbone cable called as bus. We can also call it as trunk. The computers will be connected to the backbone cable. The point at which the computer is connected to the backbone cable via the transmission media, we call it as a node. In this way, all the computers will be connected. Let us name the computer as A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Terminators are provided at both the ends of this topology so that the signal doesn't bounce back. In this topology, the data is transmitted in both the direction because the computers are present in both the sides. Data is transmitted upstream, data is transmitted downstream. When one-way transmission is preferred, for example, in some bus topology, the data will be transmitted only in one way. In that case, always downstream is preferred. In that case, only downstream is preferred. So let us understand how the computer A is going to transmit the data to computer F. If computer A want to transmit the data to computer F, it will send its data in the backbone cable via the node. When it is sending the data, along with the data, it will send two address. One will be the source address, which will be of A. Second will be the destination address, which will be of F. So when the data is being sent across the backbone cable, that is the bus, first it is available to node E. Node E will match the address. The address doesn't match, then it is transferred to node B. It will match the address will not match, and finally it comes to node F. The address matches, it receives the data. In this way, the data is transmitted from one computer to another computer. In the similar way, if B want to transmit the data to G, it will be available first to node F, C and then to G. In this way, the transmission will be taking place in the bus topology. Bus topology is widely used in LAN connection. Bus topology, the data transmission speed is faster. You can connect n number of nodes in the computer. All will be given equal importance. If one computer fails, the network is not affected. But if the main backbone cable fails, the entire network shutdowns. If the main backbone cable fails, the entire network shutdowns. And fault finding is very much difficult in bus topology. So let us discuss. In bus topology, all devices are connected to a common shared cable called as backbone of the network. The bus is available to each node to send its data. Most of the buses transmit signals in both directions on backbone cable, and hence all workstations are able to receive signals. But some buses are unidirectional and data is transmitted only in one direction of the backbone cable. Hence only downstream can receive signals, as we have discussed regarding this. The backbone cable carries transmission message along the cable. As message arrives at the workstation, it checks whether the destination address matches to its own or not. If not, the message goes to the next station. If it is yes, the station will. The, this bus cable is terminated at each end by placing terminators to prevent signals from reflecting back. The commonly used implementation for bus topology is Ethernet at 10 megabits per second. So here, let us discuss now the advantages. Bus system is much faster. The bus topology can be extended with sub-branches to form another topology. Direct communication between two stations without any control station. Breakdown of any failure node doesn't affect other nodes. Bus topology is widely used in LAN network. Already we have discussed about this when I was explaining about the bus topology. The disadvantage is if the bus fails, the entire system fails. Difficulty in fault detection. If there is any fault, we find it very difficult to detect. Here are some more diagram of your bus topology. You can see how the computers are connected. You can see the node, the backbone cable, the terminators. Not only computers, even printer and server, routers as well as hub you can connect together in the bus topology. Next, let us discuss about ring topology. Ring topology, from the name itself signifies that all the computers will be connected together in a form of a ring. So you can see here, I am having here 4 computers. All the 4 computers will be interconnected together in the form of a ring. Each and every computer will be having a transmitter and a receiver. So I can say here each and every computer will be acting as a repeater. The data will be always transmitted in one direction, that is unidirection. So here I am having 4 computers A, B, C, D. If A want to send the data to D, it will first send to B, then C and finally to D. If B want to send the data to A, then it will go from B to C, C to D and then to A. This is how the process is going to take place in ring topology. Now, in ring topology, as I said, each and every workstation or the computer is going to act as a repeater. So you can see here when A is going to send the data to D, there is a transmitter which is going to transmit the data. It goes to B, there will be the receiver. The receiving end of B receives the data. Then again it transmits to C and finally to D. In ring topology, one of the most famous token passing method is followed in order to transmit the data. Now what is a token passing method? There will be a token which will be rotating around the entire network. The token is available to each and every computer. The computer who want to transmit the data should first access the token. For example, if A want to transmit the data, it should first get the token to transmit the data. The computer who gets the token first is given permission to transmit the data. That is, for example, when the token is passing, rotating in the entire network, if the token comes across A and if A want to pass the data, at the same time C want to pass the data, A will be given first priority. So here first come first basis rule is followed. So when the computer A receives the token, with the token, it sends the data as well as source and the destination address via the transmitter to workstation B. So B will receive it and it will check. The address will not match. Then B will be acting as a repeater and it will send to C. C, it will check the workstation. C will check, the address will not match. Then it goes to D. When it goes to D, again the address matches and D receives the data. Once the data has been received by D, the token becomes free and again it will be rotating around the entire network. So if C want to send the data to B, first C should receive the token. Then from C, the token goes to D. Address will not match, it goes to A. It will not match and finally it goes to B. This is how in ring topology communication is going to take place. The advantages of the topology is you can connect n number of computers. All the computers will be given equal importance. But the main disadvantage of this topology is if one computer fails in the network, the entire network shutdowns. For example, if A want to transmit the data to C, if B computer fails, the entire network shutdowns. This is how ring topology is going to work. Now let's ring topology. Ring topologies are wired in a circle. Each node is connected to its neighbor on either side and the data transmits along the ring in one direction only. Each device incorporates a receiver and a transmitter and serves as a repeater that passes the signal onto the next device in the ring. The server is not centrally located. There is no backbone cable here, so that is the server is not centrally located. The network is formed by a number of stations with server connected one after another forming a ring route. That is why we have the name ring topology. Each node receives data from the ring in sequence. The data is addressed in order to get the data to the desired node. That is, whenever the token has been passed, the proper address will be sent so that it reaches the desired ring topology. Each node is using a common ring to transmit or receive data. Ring topologies are suited for network that uses token passing access method. The token passes around the ring and the only node that holds the token can transmit data. So that's all about ring topology. The commonly used implementation for ring topology is token ring at 4 to 16 megabits per second. Speed of the topology. Let's see about the advantages. Each node has direct communication capacity and it is independent on one control node. Just as we discussed in our bus topology, there is no control node present. The data will be transmitted in a very smooth way. Equal access to all users. All users will be given equal importance. Disadvantages. Expensive adapters, difficult connection. If one node fails, the entire network fails. So the adapters that we are going to use in order to make connection in the ring topology, they are also expensive. The connection is very difficult because here with each and every computer we have to attach a server with a transmitter and a receiver. So the connection is always difficult. And the main disadvantage is if one computer fails, the entire network shut down. These are few diagrams of ring topology. You can see here how the token is passed from one node to another node in the first diagram. not only computers but also server, printers, modem, routers, repeaters we can connect together in the network to transfer the data from one computer to another computer in the ring form. So in today's class we have learned what is a topology, the different categories of topology, and we have discussed about bus and ring topology in detail. In bus topology, the main is the backbone cable via which the data is transmitted from one node to the another node, and in my ring topology the data is transmitted from one computer to another computer in one way via the token ring. The next class let us discuss about the other topology. Thank you.